Good morning, everyone. Sa araw na ito, pag-uusapan natin ang properties of matrices. Let's start. First is matrix addition. The first property is the commutative property of addition. It says that the order of addition does not affect the result. Example, if we have matrix A plus B, and if we reverse, if we swap the position, B plus A, so the answer will not change. Example, if we have matrix A and matrix B, we're going to add this. So A plus B is equal to, we add the elements, no? Corresponding elements. So 1 plus 5, 6. 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus 1 is 4. And 4 plus 7 is 11. Now, if we switch places, the A and B, so what will happen? Okay, so B plus A, it will become 5 plus 1, which is still 6, 3 plus 2, which is still 5, 1 plus 3, which is still 4, and 7 plus 4, which is 11. So as you can see, the order does not matter, no? The result will not change. Okay, the second property is associative property of addition. How matrices are grouped in addition does not affect the result. So, kahit gaano mo igrupo yung addition, hindi magbabago yung sagot. So, this is the formula. Matrix A plus the quantity B plus T plus C is equivalent to the quantity of A plus B plus C. Example, if we have matrix A, B, and C, first, we add the B plus C. Okay, so if we're going to add the B plus C, so 5 plus 2, we have 7. 3 plus 1, we have 4. 1 plus 1, we have 2. And 7 plus 3, we have 10. Then, we copy the elements in matrix A. So, we write first the matrix A. Matrix A plus matrix B. So, 1 plus 7 is 8. 2 plus 4 is 6. 3 plus 2 is 5. And 4 plus 10 is 14. Okay, so this is the result in adding B plus C first, then we add the matrix A. Now, let's see if we still have the same result if we first add the A plus B, then plus C. So first, we add the A plus B. So 1 plus 5 is 6, 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 1 is 4, and 4 plus 7 is 11. Okay, that's why we have here. Then plus the matrix C is here. So we simply add these two. 6 plus 2 is 8. 5 plus 1 is 6. 4 plus 1 is 5. And 11 plus 3 is 14. Okay, so it's 14. No? Sorry. Typographical error. 11 plus 3 is 14. So as you can see, the how we group the matrices does not affect the result. Okay? Then, next, distributive property. So, a scalar or matrix can be distributed over addition. So, if we have the scalar k multiplied to a plus b, it is the same as k times a plus k times b. For example, we have matrix A and B. So, a plus b is this is the result, 6, 5, 4, 11. Then, now if we're going to multiply it by the scalar number, which is 2, so 2 times this result is, it will become like this. So we simply distribute the 2 to each element. So 2 times 6 equals 12. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 4 is 8. And 2 times 11 is 22. Let's see if we get the same result if we're going first to multiply the two to each matrix. So each element in to the elements in each matrix. Okay. So this is the form 2 times A plus 2 times B. So this is matrix A and this is matrix B. Then the 2 is multiplied to each matrix, to each element. So 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, so that's why we have 4 here. Then 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 4 is 8. Same here. We distribute the 2 inside the matrix. So 2 times 5 is 10. Then 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. And 2 times 7 is 14. Then we simply add 2 plus 10 is 12. 4 plus 6 is 10. 6 plus 2 is 8. And 8 plus 14 is 22. Okay, so as you can see, we have the same result. Next, we have the zero matrix. It says adding a zero matrix does not change the original matrix. So the formula is A plus 0 equals A. So when we say zero matrix, it is a matrix where all the elements are 0. Okay, so for example, we have matrix A, which is 6, 5, 4, 11, and we add the zero matrix, which is all elements are 0. So if we're going to add this, the result is still the matrix A. Okay, so let's come now to matrix multiplication. Matrix multiplication is different from addition because the order of multiplication matters, and not all the rules from addition apply. So the first one is that the non-commutative property. The order of multiplication matters. It means A times B is not equal to B times A in most cases. That means there are some exemptions. Okay, so this is the form A plus B. Uh, Wait, it's not the right formula. So A times B should not be equal to B times A. So like this is the right formula. Okay, so we have matrix A and matrix B. Now let's multiply. When multiplying, we multiply the rows and column. So we first get the rows per in element in matrix A, and we multiply it by the column in matrix B. Example, 1 and 2 here represents the row 1 here, right? So this also 1 and 2 is the row 1 because they are in the first row. Then, as you can see, uh, row 2 is 3, 4, and here is 3, 4 because they are both in second row. Then in the column section, so we have 5, 5, and 1, 1, as you can see, because in matrix B, that is the column 1. In the second column, we have 3 and 7 because that is the second column in matrix B. So if we're going to simplify this, 1 times 5 plus 2 times 1, the result is 7. 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 7 is 14. If we add that, we will get 17. Then we have 3 times 5, which is 15, plus 4 is 19. 3 times 3 is 9, and 4 times 7 is 28. So 28 plus 9 is 37. Then next, let's interchange the position. We first write the matrix B of, before A. So as you can see, we write first the row 1 in matrix B, 5 3 and 5 3. So they are the row 1. Then the second row is 1 7. So 1 7 and 1 7. Then the column is this matrix A. So we have 1 3 and 1 3. Okay. Then the second column is 2 4 and 2 4. If we're going to simplify this, as you can see, the result is 16, 22, 22, and 30. So they are not the same. That's why matrix multiplication has non-commutative property. Order matters in multiplication. Next, associative property in multiplication. So grouping does not affect the result in multiplication. The same with addition. Uh, it does not affect, it does not change the result, no? So we have, for example, we have a times b times c equals a times the quantity b times c. So first, here we multiply the a and b, then c. Then here we first multiply b and c, then we multiply it from by a, matrix A. Okay, example, matrix A, B, and C. Then first, we need to multiply this a times b. So if we're going to multiply a times b, the result is 410 and 612. Then after multiplying a times b, we multiply it by c. So the result is 10, 24, 22, and 54. So now let's see if we will get the same result when we first multiply the b times c. So we first multiply b times c, and the result is 2, 6, and 4, 9. Now, so we multiply it by a times matrix A. So first, let's look at the order now. So here, we get first the matrix A before matrix B times C. So in writing the matrix operations, we get the rows in matrix A and the columns in B times C. So that's why we have here 1 2 1 2. So that that is came from matrix A. Then this 2 4 and 6 9 is from this product of B and C. So if we're going to multiply A times B times C, the result is the same, 10 24 22 and 54. So as you can see here, they are the same. Okay. So next we have distributive property of multiplication. It says multiplication distributes over addition. So the formula is A times B plus C is equivalent to A times B plus A times C. So let's see if we have matrix A, B, and C. And then we first, here our situation here is we first add the B plus C. So if we're going to add these two matrix, the result is 3 1 and 3 3. Then after adding, so we will multiply it by matrix A. So again, order matters. So we first write the matrix A, and the basis of our rows here is the matrix A. As you can see, 1 0 1 0. That is from matrix A, 1 0. Okay. Then 3 3 and 1 3, that came from B plus C. Okay, so 3 3 and 1 3 as column 1 and column 2. So now if we're going to simplify this, the result is 3 1 and 9 5. Then next, uh, let's see if we get the same result when we first multiply A times B and A times C. So if we're going to multiply A times B here, the result we get is 30 and 72. Then if we're going to multiply A and C, the result is 0, 1, and 2, 3. So now, if we get that, all we need to do is add A times B plus A times C. So the result here is we just need to add. So 30, 72, 0, 1, 2, 3. So 3 plus 0 is 3. 0 plus 1 is 1. 7 plus 2 is 9. And 2 plus 3 is 5. So as you can see, we also get the same result. Okay. So that is the distributive property. Next, we have the identity matrix property. Multiplying a matrix by an identity matrix does not change the matrix. So, kapag minultiply mo daw ng identity matrix, hindi magbabago yung matrix. So, what is identity matrix? Identity matrix is a square matrix where yung entries lang niya is naka-diagonal or yung diagonal niya lang yung may mga entries ng 1. Okay. So for example, ito yung formula. A times identity or identity times A is equal to A. So ito yung exemption ng matrix multiplication, no? Kasi kapag minultiply natin ng identity matrix, hindi magmamatter yung order. So, yun. Kanina sa um, property number 1 natin sa multiplication, yung non-commutative, no? So dito, exemption siya kasi yung commutative property nag-i-exist kay identity matrix. Example, we have matrix A and matrix I or identity matrix. So this 1, 1, and 0. So yung diagonal niya is puro 1. So now if we're going to multiply that, ito yung itsura niya, no? 1, 2, and 1, 2. Then yung nakapaloob is yung column. Column 1, 1, 0. Column 1, 1, 0. Then second column, 0, 1, and 0, 1 from identity matrix. The result is 1, 2, 3, 4. So, kung titingnan mo, hindi nagbago yung tsura ng matrix A. So, hindi naka-apekto si identity matrix. Now, let's see kung tama nga ba na kahit i-disregard natin yung order, same pa din yung magiging result. So, identity times matrix A, ito yung magiging itsura niya. So, yung rows natin dito is yung 1, 0. So, you have 1, 0. And yung row 2 is 0, 1. Then, yung column natin is yung 1, 3. Ito. So, you have 1, 3 and 1, 3. Yung column 2 is 2, 4. 2, 4 and 2, 4. If you're going to simplify this, 1, 2, 3, 4 pa din yung result. So, as you can see, hindi pa din nagbago. No? So, same pa din yung result natin. Okay. Then, let's move to the next property, the multiplication by zero matrix. Multiplying any matrix by a zero matrix results in a zero matrix. So, same siya sa addition, no? Kapag nag-add tayo ng zero matrix, same pa din yung lalabas, matrix A. Pero dito naman sa multiplication by zero, kapag multiply natin ng zero matrix yung magiging result. So, ito yung formula. A times 0 is 0 or 0 times A is 0. So, isa din to sa exemption ng multiplication. Hindi nagmamatter yung order. Magiging same pa din yung result. 0 pa din. Okay, so example. Matrix A is 1, 2, 3, 4. Matrix 0 is 0 lahat. So, if we're going to multiply that, ito yung magiging sagot natin. 0, 0. Baliktarin natin. Hindi na nabaliktad. Pero same pa din yung magiging sagot. Okay, next move tayo sa transpose of a matrix, no? So, yung transpose, ini-interchange natin yung rows and columns, no? So, from row 1 to row 2, ginagawa nating yung column 1 to column 2. So, transpose of a transpose. Taking the transpose twice returns the original matrix. So, parang in-inverse natin lang yung matrix natin. Okay, so ito yung symbol niya. Transpose of matrix A. And we transpose it again. So, the result is the original matrix, which is A. Example, yung matrix A natin is 1, 2, 3, 4. If we're going to transpose that, ito yung itsura niya. Magiging 1, 3, and 2, 4. Okay? Ulitin ko. So, from this column, from this row, um, from this 1, 2, so from row 1, R1, magiging column 1 siya. Magiging C1. Ito siya. No? Then, this 3, 4 is magiging eto. Magiging column 2. Okay. So, as you can see, yan na yung matrix. Pero, kapag kinuha ulit natin yung transpose nitong transpose natin, tingnan natin. So, yung 1, 3, magiging column siya. So, eto na siya, 1, 3 pa din. Yung 2, 4 na row 2, magiging column 2. So, 2, 4. So, kung titingnan natin, bumalik lang siya dito sa original matrix. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yan. No? So, malinaw na kapag transpose mo yung isang transposed na matrix, babalik siya sa original. Then, we have transpose of a sum. The transpose of a sum equals the sum of transposes. So, halimbawa, you have A plus B, tapos transpose natin. So, same pa rin yung magiging result kung itatranspose muna natin yung A, tapos B, tapos i-add natin. Example, matrix A and matrix B. If we're going to add this, we have 3, 4, 6, 5. Then, from 3, 4, 6, 5, we will transpose it, so it will become 3, 6, 4, 5. Then, dito naman sa second condition, transpose of A. So, from this 1, 2, 3, 4, it will become 1, 3, 2, 4. From this 2, 2, 3, 1, it will become 2, 3, 2, 1. Transpose natin. No? So, as you can see, parang pinagpalit lang natin yung position nitong 3 and 2. From 2 and 3, naging 3 and 2. No? Similar siya dito sa 2, 3, naging 3 and 2. Okay. So, ngayon, nakuha na natin yung transpose, i-add natin. Like this. So, pag in-add natin, ito yung sagot, 3, 6, and 4, 5. So, kung titingnan natin, same lang siya dito. Okay? So, hindi nagbago yung result. So, that is transpose of a sum. Next, transpose of a scalar multiple. Transpose of a matrix multiplied by a scalar equals the scalar multiplied by the transpose. So, ano daw? So, meaning, ibig niyang sabihin, kapag minultiply natin yung isang matrix ng scalar, tapos transpose natin, yung sagot niya is similar siya sa transpose mo muna yung matrix A bago mo i-multiply by the scalar. Okay, example, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yung scalar natin is 2. So, first, etong nasa left side, kapag minultiply muna natin yung matrix A ng 2, so magiging 2A siya. So, yung sagot natin is 2, 6, 4, 8. Then, we will transpose it. So, ang magiging sagot is 2, 4, and 6, 8. No? So, from this, naging ganito siya. 2, 4, 6, 8. Now, ang gagawin natin naman sa right side, ipapakita natin kung pareho nga ba talaga sila. So, first, ang ginawa dito, ita-transpose mo muna yung matrix A. So, from this, yung transpose niya ay 1, 3, 2, 4. Then, after mong i-transpose, i-multiply mo na sa 2 sa scalar niya. So, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 3 is 6 dapat to. no? 6 dapat 'to kasi 2 times 3 is 6. Then 2 times 2 is 4 dapat 'to, and 2 times 4 is 8. So, as you can see nagkapalit lang ng puwesto pero, tama din naman, hindi nagbago yung result. Okay. So next, transpose of a product. The transpose of a product reverses the order of multiplication. So, check natin. Yung A times B daw, tapos transpose mo, equivalent siya or equal siya sa um, B raised to T times A raised to T, or transpose of B and times transpose of A. So parang nagkabaliktad yung position ng B and A. Okay? So let's see kung tama nga ba yung property. So we have A and B matrix. So ang sabi dito, multiply mo daw muna bago mo i-transpose. So kapag minultiply natin yung A times B, yung sagot is 8, 1, 18, 3. Then we're going to transpose that. Ang sagot is 8, 18, and 1, 3. Then next, patunayan natin nga equal nga ba siya kapag minultiply natin sa transpose ng B and transpose ng A. So first, we get the transpose of B and A. So yung transpose ng A ay 1, 3, 2, 4. Yung B naman is 2, 3, 1, 0. Parang pinagpalit lang natin yung position ng 1 and 3. So naging 3, 1. Ganon din dito. From 2, 3, naging 3, 2. Okay, so take note, B muna yung nauna dito. So dapat B yung una nating isulat. So B transpose of B times transpose of A. So eto na sila. At ang sagot niya is 8, 18, 1, and 3. Kung titingnan mo, same lang yung sagot natin. Okay. Next, symmetric matrices. A matrix is symmetric if it is equal to its transpose. So, symmetric daw yung tawag sa matrix kapag yung symmetric niya is the same sa transpose. For example, um, we have 2, 3, 3, 4. Kapag transpose natin to, yung itsura is ganun din. 2, 3, 3, 4. So, typo to na. Typo to. Again, dapat 3 ito. Okay? So, kung titingnan mo, same pa din yung result. No? So, hindi nagbago. From matrix A, transpose mo siya, same lang siya sa matrix A. So, that means this matrix is symmetric. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you have queries, just comment your questions below. And yun lang. God bless.